Stop recording button.
Thank you, Lene Myers. Fans, please remain standing for the U.S. National Anthem performed tonight by Golden Pipes, Carnell Johnson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
This is Oil Country.
McDavid,
Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Edmonton Oilers up 3-1 in this second-round series with the Vegas Golden Knights, an opportunity to move on to the Western Conference Final, but they'll need a victory here this evening. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Brendan Escott. We're the Oilers Radio Network and the Oilers starting lineup. It's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, it'll be Connor McDavid with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Zach Hyman. On defense, Brett Kulak and Evan Bouchard. And goal, Stuart Skinner. For the Golden Knights, William Karlsson with Riley Smith and Ivan Barbashev. On defense, Noah Hannafin and Alex Pietrangelo, and it'll be Aiden Hill in goal. Referees Dan O'Rourke and Francois St. Laurent. Bevan Mills and Devin Berg, they're on the lines, and we're underway here in Game 5. Puck goes into Vegas territory. It's along the right wing boards, top of the circle, off the stick of Barbashev through the middle to Karlsson. He'll flip it into the Edmonton end, go after it himself, and it's Nugent-Hopkins, cross ice to Bouchard. He'll get out through center to McDavid, in over the Vegas line, a shot, and it launches off the stick of Pietrangelo, goes out of play. So we're 26 seconds into this scoreless first period.
And Zach Hyman got clattered too in the corner. So we'll see whether or not Bruce Cassie's got last change here. Does he go with his rejuvenated ike line again? No, Mark Stone.
As the Draisaitl, Podkolzin, and Kapanen lines out there.
And he's going to put the hurdle line out against those guys.
My guess is he'll keep Jack Eichel away from that Draisaitl.
Yeah.
As they did a very good job against them in Game 4 in Edmonton, a 3-0 victory. Face off to the right of Hill. Hill had 29 saves in that game. The puck goes to the right corner, now through the middle, in between the Oiler defenseman, comes out of the zone. Klingberg got it through center ice, stepping up. Waugh into the Edmonton end to Hurdle. And Hurdle at the top of the circle, and it knocked away from him. Chasing after it is Hannafin, gets body position on Kapanen.
Draisaitl got interfered with there. Cagey play in the backside.
Puck in the neutral zone. Dorofeev down the left wing to Waugh. Into the Edmonton end. He'll get it back. The hard shot. And a save by Skinner. Dorofeev with a one-time blast. And Skinner got it with a glove.
Well, Dorofeev can really shoot the puck. And out comes Henrique and Brown. I'm pretty sure this is the matchup that they're going to get Eichel's line out there. So we mentioned that Henrique is at 58% in the circle. Eichel's at 46.7.
Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner. It's won by Henrique. Right wing corner. Stetcher high in the air and out with it. Brown in the neutral zone. Gets into the Vegas end. Goes to the left wing corner. Brown up against the boards. It comes free. And it's Howden to get it out for Vegas. One-hands it deep into the Edmonton end. Goes into the corner. It's up against the boards. Howden trying to dig it loose. Instead, Kane is there to Brown. Brown's pass off a skate. Goes deep into the right wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Stancher up the right side to Brown. Now to Kane. He'll take a bump from Colasar and shoot it in. Pietrangelo behind his net. To Hanifin up the left wing. Out to center ice off the stick of Colasar. It's at the Edmonton blue line. Shot out through center. Stepping up and bringing the puck in is Schwint. And he'll dump the puck into the left wing corner. Is Schwint playing in his first game of this series. In fact, his first game in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Bouchard with it in behind the goal for Kulak. Kulak will wait in behind the net. On the left side to Jan Mark. Across at center off the stick of Frederick. White Cloud on the right to Haig to center. That was broken up by McDavid to Frederick. Into the Vegas zone on the left wing. Jams the puck to the left wing corner. Haig off the boards and out. It'll go up on end. It will not be icing.
Wow.
It's in behind the Edmonton goal. Wallman to Nugent-Hopkins, now to McDavid. McDavid with points in 8 straight games at center ice. He'll shoot it in. We're scoreless. We're 2:45 into the opening period here of Game 5. The puck along the left wing corner board. And Hyman goes in behind the Vegas net over to the right. Cycles the puck to Nugent-Hopkins. Right wing, too. The shot by Hyman goes high and wide and out to center ice. Klingberg, right wing to McDavid. Into the Vegas end. Now to Klingberg going towards the net. Pass in front, and no one from the Oilers could get a stick on it.
Hyman, what a chance. Just couldn't pick it up. Great play by Klingberg.
Pietrangelo to Hurdle. His shot off the stick of Nurse, and that'll go out of play. 3:20 gone here in a scoreless first period. Nurse gets into it a little bit there with Hurdle.
Just a little bit of gamesmanship there.
Yeah, Hyman and Nugent-Hopkins both going to the front of the net, and that's set up by Klingberg.
Well, reverse pivot by McDavid, and Klingberg dragged the puck. Edmonton very unlucky not to have tapped that puck in. Hyman.
Good play by Pietrangelo. He had him tied up. Face off to the right of Skinner to the point. Pietrangelo shot that goes off of Henrique and out of play.
Draisaitl out there. He's at 55%. So they've got Henrique at 58 and Leon at 55. They're Edmonton's 2 best face-off specialists. D-zone draw. Waugh normally is about a 55% guy. He's at 51% in the playoffs this year. But he's a strong, big man.
Puck goes to Nurse off the left wing glass and out, and that hits somebody at the Edmonton bench. So we'll do it again.
Well, this has had a much more tepid start to game 4 in Edmonton.
That one had everything.
Yeah, to say the least.
There was physicality. There was a really fired up Rogers plays. It was an incredible start to game 4. Oilers get an early goal from Henrique in that one, too. Draisaitl wins the draw. Nurse to the right side to Stetcher up the right wing boards. Top of the circle. It comes back to Stetcher. He will get it out in the pass through the middle. Just missed. Draisaitl off the left wing from Henrique. And the puck cleared out to the neutral zone. Waugh to the middle. Hanifin now. Puck goes on the left wing. The shot by Hurdle off the stick of Kapanen to the boards, and it's Podkolzin into the line, and it did not get out. Along the right corner boards.
Good job by Stetcher. cleave that one out of there under duress.
And now clears it to center, and it's shoveled into the zone by Podkolzin. Oilers will make a quick change. Theodore through the middle for Vegas. Left wing to Eichel. Makes a move, comes into the Edmonton zone. Down the left side, his pass broken up by Bouchard. Olofsson along the right wing boards behind the net. To Eichel in front, just off the stick of Olofsson. Left wing, Eichel to the blue line. Across the blue line, a shot blocked by Henrique. Theodore to McNabb. Wanted to get it low, it hit Brown and comes out. 4:45 gone here in a scoreless first. The Oilers taking on the Golden Knights in Game 5. Puck dished on the right to Howden in front of the net, and that's just too far. And never did get to Eichel. And getting it out is Kane. Takes a hard hit from Theodore, but got it out. McNabb in front of his own net. Stops between the hash marks.
Vegas has had a good start here, which we expected.
Up the left wing. Off the stick of Colasar. Goes to the end boards. Pearson after it, so is Schwint. Goes to the right wing corner. Schwint up against those right wing boards. To Pearson, to Schwint. Schwint stops him behind the net. To the right wing. Back to the right wing point. White Cloud, a shot off a stick into the corner. Colasar on the end boards. Lost it. McDavid.
It's like McDavid. I don't know where Janmark is, but McDavid was out for the shift. Have to keep an eye on that.
Wallman with it now in front of the Edmonton goal. Take it in behind the goal. Edmonton makes changes.
Nugent Hopkins now with Hyman and Kane.
Out through center, glances off a stick, goes deep into the Vegas zone. Pietrangelo rimming it to the blue line. Nurse had kept it in. Pietrangelo trying to clear it. He does. Up to William Karlsson. One hands it through center ice. Stetcher breaking that up. Nugent Hopkins in over the Vegas line to the right wing corner. And in behind the net goes Zach Hyman to the left wing. Swings it back to the right. Stetcher a shot, and that's off the stick of Riley Smith, and that goes up and out of play. We're going to take a break. We have played 6 minutes and 16 seconds of a scoreless first period. The Oilers in Vegas at T-Mobile Arena here in Game 5. It is for dealers NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Oilers and Golden Knights scoreless here in the first. 6:16 gone in the opening period. The Oilers, this is Oil Country Playoffs 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's in support of kids in oil country who need our help. The last raffle was over $6.1 million, and tonight's jackpot $559,000. It's just getting started. Get your tickets before tonight's big draw at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50.
I don't think Edmonton's down a forward, but right now Draisaitl is in between Perry and Frederick.
So a shuffling of the lines. And the puck gets turned over right at the blue line, but hopped over the stick of Frederick, and it comes out. At center ice is Howden. Howden waits for Eichel to get on side. Dumps it in. Draisaitl, left wing corner to Nurse. Up the right wing to center ice to Perry. Now to Stetcher. He'll shoot it into the Vegas zone. We're scoreless. We're here in the first. 6:45 gone. It's Game 5. Oilers lead the series 3-1. McNabb at center will flip it in. Going in behind his net, and out from behind is Draisaitl through the middle. Draisaitl, right wing to Brown. Into the Vegas zone, to the corner, goes off his stick. Pietrangelo to the point where Klingberg kept it in only for a second, and through the middle, it's Hannafin. Forced to the right, into the Oiler end, stops in the right wing corner. From the right side, a hard shot that goes off the outside of the net. Is drilling that towards the goal was Waugh. Dorofiev in the right corner. To the blue line, to Hannafin. In behind the net to Waugh. Waugh to the left wing corner, in front of the goal, but broken up by Kane. They'll get to the center ice line and flip it in. And go in behind the Vegas net. Around to Waugh on the left. Near the top of the circle, Henrique able to keep it in for Edmonton. He's up against the boards. To Brown, right wing corner. Here's Kane, a shot, save made by Hill. He'll cover it up as Kane just took it right to the net.
It's Edmonton's first shot on game. Vegas has only got one as well. In the first 8 minutes, the Oilers have some real good defensive zone structure. Yeah, we haven't seen Janmark the last 2 rotations. He did take a little bit of a cruise on the ice after the timeout during the timeout.
Face off to the left of Aiden Hill. As McDavid, Hyman, and Nugent Hopkins are out there for Edmonton. Through the middle, Carlson will get it to center ice. McDavid to his own end, to Bouchard, to Kulak on the right to Hyman, just over the Vegas blue line. Will dump it into the corner. McNabb to the end boards. Can't get it out past Hyman. The puck along the right wing. Into the corner for Nugent Hopkins. Slides away from McNabb. Goes to the left wing point. Kulak a shot, and that's off a stick and wide. Pitching in is Bouchard, but at the top of the circles, Carlson will get it out. Kulak with Smith on him up the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Being forced into his own end by Barbashev. Over to Kulak.
Well, Janmark's out there now.
And he's got the puck. He's at the Edmonton blue line.
He's going to play with Kapanen and Colson. You know why they're doing this.
Puck shot down. It's icing against Edmonton.
They're going to, that way they can get Draisaitl out as much as possible against Jack Eichel. That's the rationale behind it. So a little bit of a shift there. Well, and it is. And right now, Janmark and Kapanen are having a discussion who's going to take the face-off here. Because they've got their top line on the ice. Janmark is at 32% in the circle. And he's going up against Howden here.
To the right of Stuart Skinner. Goes in behind the Edmonton net. Bouchard on the boards to Kulak. Up the right wing. Backhands it out to center. Janmark able to just get it in.
That was a trip they missed.
Eichel into the Edmonton zone to the right corner, to the middle of the ice, off the skate of Hanifin. And Nurse able to clear it out. Pietrangelo to Eichel. On the right wing for Olofsson. It goes to the right wing corner of the Edmonton end. Now in behind the net. Rimmed on the right. Getting it out with stature. Here's Eichel. Across. Olofsson into the Oilers zone on the right wing. To the right wing corner. Dumped down by Janmark. Puck goes up against the boards. It'll go to Stetcher. Left wing to Frederick as he gets to center. Across to Kapanen. In over the line to Frederick along the right wing side. Near the blue line. Just poked in by Nurse. And it's at the blue line of the Golden Knights and flipped out. Skating onto it is Schwint. Stops in the Edmonton end on the left wing. Out of the left wing corner. A shot and a glove save made by Skinner. Holds onto it. 9:59 to go here in the first period. Still scoreless between the Oilers and the Golden Knights in Game 5. We'll be right back from T-Mobile Arena in Vegas. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the street. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers.
737373, Pizza 73. Tired of skyrocketing energy bills?
We're here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Scoreless between the Oilers and the Golden Knights. 9:59 to go in the first period. Shots are only 2-1 for Vegas.
Well, the Oilers have had a couple chances in and around the net, but couldn't get deflections or tap-ins.
Face off in the Edmonton zone to the right of Stuart Skinner. David, Hyman, and Nugent Hopkins out with Kulak and Bouchard, but Barbashev wins the draw. Hanifin a shot steered aside by Skinner. And the puck on the end boards. Right wing corner, McDavid will stop and go in behind the Edmonton net. The right wing to Bouchard. Bouchard cross ice to Nugent Hopkins. He's able to shoot it in. Rims to Bouchard through the middle to McDavid. Goes down the left wing. A shot. Trying to go short side upstairs. Goes off the glass. The puck along the boards. It's cleared out. And it's Carlson. He'll get to it. Long shot way wide. Smith in the right wing corner. Pinned by Nugent Hopkins. Puck goes to Carlson. Saucers it to the left wing point. Haig towards the net. A bad save made by Skinner. Kulak up the left wing. Finds Hyman. Will bump it back to Bouchard. Bouchard leads all defensemen in the playoffs coming into tonight with 12 points. Has it in front of his net. Over to Brown. Up the left wing to center ice. Just gets to the Vegas blue line. Henrique in over the line to Brown to the left wing. A bad angle backhand. Pad save made by Hill. Skating out up the left wing. Dorofeev to center ice for Vegas. Through the middle to Hurdle. A bouncing puck off his stick to the end boards. Hurdle recovers it. Goes in behind the Edmonton goal. His pass to the slot. Off of Klingberg or off of Wallman. Puck on the end boards. Waugh on the right wing, top of the circle, gets it to his forehand, now to his backhand, back along the boards to the top of the circle, floats it to the point. Theodore will walk in, a shot goes wide of the Edmonton net. Kane will get it to the line, but it doesn't get out. Jake Wallman in behind his goal. 8:05 to go in a scoreless first. Oilers take on the Golden Knights in Game 5. It's at the side of the Edmonton goal. Kolasar, right wing corner. Cycles the puck to Hurdle. Knocked off his stick. Henry couldn't get it out. Took a hit. Hurdle into the right wing corner to Kolasar. He'll go in behind the goal. He'll stop. Right wing corner to Dorofeev. To the blue line. Theodore off the right side for Dorofeev. Skates to the middle on the left wing to Kolasar. The shot and the save made by Skinner. Hit him in the left shoulder. He held it up against his body. And we'll get a gathering in front of the Edmonton net. 7:34 to go here in a scoreless first.
Well, Edmonton had a couple chances to get rid of the puck, and they couldn't get it out of the zone. Skinner's been solid early. Neither goaltenders had a lot of work. Edmonton's going to need to do a little bit better job managing the puck here.
Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner.
Draisaitl seeing a lot of activity bouncing between lines. Eichel comes out.
Draisaitl's out there with Kapanen and Janmark. Eichel will take the draw. He'll win it. Pietrangelo right point, waiting. Put it through the slot. Goes right to Nurse. Will spin him behind the Edmonton net. Knocked down by Howden, but does get the puck to the right wing for Stetcher. And it goes off of Hanifin and out of play as Stetcher is trying to get it out. Face-off will come outside the Edmonton blue line.
And now we're back to Draisaitl, put Coles and Kapanen. Yeah. Vegas has been physical early here. We expected it, Cam. We expected, look, championship caliber team.
Draisaitl to Nurse. Through the middle. Todd Colson got it to the blue line, but that's it. Eichel, center ice, right wing to Olofsson. Off the boards and in. Stetcher is in behind the net. Deal with a rolling puck. Gets it up on the glass. Past McNabb and out. Theodore.
And that's what Stetcher gives you, Cam.
Gets it out quick. On the right wing, Olofsson will shoot it in. He's going to rim. Stetcher has to play it off his skate. In behind the net to Nurse. Nurse waits in behind the Edmonton goal. Both teams will make some changes here. Nurse steps out through the middle of the ice. Left wing to Janmark. At center ice, he'll dump it in cross corner. Goes in behind the net. Hill comes out of his goal. Pietrangelo won't get it past Janmark. It's in behind the net. Perry to the right wing point. Bouchard will get the puck. He'll shoot it towards the net. Saved by Hill. The rebound jabbed on net. Saved by Hill. And the puck at the side of the goal. And finally, Aiden Hill will cover it up. But the Oilers Oilers get great opportunity. All started from the shot from the point of Bouchard, and everybody gathers in behind the net.
Well, this season, when you rip a guy's helmet off, you usually get a penalty for that. But they're not going to
playoffs.
It's playoffs. They're not going to call it.
All good.
Yep. And frankly, Hill's been lucky with a couple plays to the left of him that haven't gone in. And that time, puck ricocheted, and he was across.
Janmark had 2 chances, and Hill made the save.
Yep.
.6:11 to go here in the scoreless first.
I don't think Bruce Cassidy will be at all disappointed with how his team's played to start here. They're physical. They're in the Oilers' face.
Face off to the right of Aiden Hill. McDavid wins the draw. Kulak to Bouchard. Right wing to Nugent-Hopkins into the corner. McDavid to Nugent-Hopkins to the net. The shot off the outside of the goal.
Almost caught the short side on him, Cam.
It's cleared out. Eichel only to the Edmonton blue line. Nugent-Hopkins up the left wing to McDavid. Comes into the Vegas zone to the middle in front of the net and just missed connecting with Hyman. The puck to the right wing point. As Bouchard tried to keep it in. It comes out maybe a 2-on-1. Olofsson with Pietrangelo to Olofsson. Won't get a shot. McDavid and Hyman had come back on the play.
David looks hurt here.
Went into the end boards hard. But he gets up. Going to skate to the Edmonton bench.
And not with a lot of pace and tempo. Got to keep an eye on that.
Bouchard has it in behind the net. 5:20 to go here to scoreless first. Game 5 in Vegas. Up the right wing to Kane, just to the blue line. Waugh has it now for the Golden Knights. To McNabb on the right wing. Off the boards, Dorofiev's going to take a hit. Puck's right at the blue line. Hurdle off his stick. Deep into the Vegas zone. Hurdle will get to it on the right. Now cut to the middle as he gains center. Shoots it in, blockered away by Skinner. The puck to the left wing corner in the Edmonton zone. Hurdle on the inboards. Pearson's in there too. Connor Brown will get to it for Edmonton. Off the right wing side and in. Theodore go in behind his net. He'll stop. Left wing to McNabb. McNabb through the middle of the ice to Pearson. Into the Oiler end. Went to shoot it. Fanned on it. The puck goes to the side of the goal. Draisaitl now on the inboards. In the right wing corner. Puck bounced out by Wallman. White Cloud in his own end. But he's got Pot Colson who came barreling in there. Got it to Haig though. Haig through the middle. And Schwint will just get it out.
TD Forrest is still talking to Connor. I'm worried about a shoulder with McDavid, but we'll see.
Through the middle, off the stick. Carlson, and Nurse has it. And at the Edmonton blue line, it gets the cap and comes in on the right side. A shot, bad save by Hill. Draisaitl rims it around to Stetcher on the right point. Got it low to Draisaitl, left wing corner. To the blue line, Nurse, a shot, saved by Hill, and he'll cover that up. Everybody goes hard to the front of the net. Trent Frederick right in the middle of it. We're going to take a break with 3:42 to go here in a scoreless first. The Oilers take on the Golden Knights in Game 5. From the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Recording resumed. Enter English American Signal across
Heating and cooling, home and home payments, no interest for 1 year. Scoreless, Oilers and the Golden Knights, 3:42 to go in the first period here in Game 5. Edmonton leads the series 3-1.
TD Forrest is still talking to Connor McDavid. We saw him bring that. I thought it was a towel. I wonder whether or not Connor's leaking a little.
Broke up a 2-on-1, went hard into the end boards. Then slowly to the Edmonton bench. Still on the bench. Oh. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Face-off will be to the right of Hill. Puck to the left wing point. Nurse down the left wing. Comes out to Kane. The shot and a save made by Hill. He had to recover to get his pad on it. Kane will scoop it into the corner. White Cloud in behind the net. Put it up the right wing now out to center ice, and it's brought in. Hurdle dropping in, a shot by Dorofiev, and he just put it wide.
That guy can shoot the puck.
Through the middle, Henrique to Stetcher, into the Vegas zone to Brown, to Henrique, but it went off the heel of his stick. And Wall will come out with it. Into the Oilers zone, goes to the left wing corner. Slows up, his pass off of Henrique and right to Skinner, and he covers it with 3:02 to go here in the scoreless first, and we got some pushing in front of the Edmonton net. Hill got caught up at the side of the net. He had to recover. Otherwise, Kane would have scored.
Well, this is McDavid's first shift since he careened into the boards, so he's out there. See how long the shift is for. It almost looked like they were looking at his cheek or his jaw or something. D-zone drop, and they got Eichel out against McDavid here.
Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner. To the right point, Pietrangelo down the right wing. To Howden. Howden lost it, top of the circle in the Edmonton end. Nugent Hopkins will flip it out. Won't be hard enough for icing. Hill's got to play it. Rips it off the glass. And got it out to the neutral zone. Eichel to Pietrangelo in his own end. Cross ice to Hanifin. Through the middle, Eichel off his stick. It goes right down to Skinner. Left wing corner. Kulak to Nugent Hopkins. Over to Brent Kulak on the right wing. Hits something on the glass. Goes to the middle, and McDavid got it out. Inside his own end, Shea Theodore for the Golden Knights. To McNabb on the left, cross ice. Carlson at the Edmonton blue line will shoot it in. 2:10 to go here in a scoreless first period. Carlson along the right wing boards. Behind the net to Smith. Trying to get it back to Carlson. Instead, Wallman there for Edmonton to the blue line. It hits McNabb. Puck goals and been able to grind that thing out to center ice. Barbashev will shoot it in. And then Bouchard's pass. That one broken up by Carlson. Podkolzin now trying to squeeze up the left side. He does. For Draisaitl. Cross ice, but it went through the skates of Kapanen. Barbashev brings it right back in. To Carlson. Can't get a shot. Tied up by Klingberg. Puck goes to the left wing corner. It's along the boards. Lifted. A stick was lifted, and Draisaitl will get it out. Into the Vegas zone on the right wing. Kapanen had it hacked away from him, and Carlson will go high in the air and out with it. Bounce, goes off the stick of, knocked down by the high stick of Colasar. And we get the whistle. Minute 16 to go here in a scoreless first period. Shots 8-5 for Edmonton. Face-off will be outside the Edmonton blue line. Mark Perry and Frederick out there with Klingberg and Nurse.
This has been a low event hockey game.
White Cloud at center ice. Flips it in. Glove down by Nurse. Have to get it out. When it hit, Colasar goes into the Edmonton bench. 1:09 to go here in the first period. Faceoff's going to stay outside the blue line. Great to have you on board wherever you are along the Oilers Radio Network tonight. Thank you for tuning us in. Janmark into the faceoff circle with Schwint. And there's a penalty coming up. And the Edmonton Oilers are about to go on the power play. Keegan Colasar is going to go to the box with 106.
Number 55, 2 for tripping.
A tripping call to Colasar. 106 to go on a scoreless first.
Oilers have yet to score on the road on the power play in these playoffs. Glorious opportunity right here.
Colasar got his stick between the skates.
A little bit of an unlucky play.
Yep. Power play brought to you by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at AtcoEnergy.com. Edmonton just 1 for 9 on the power play in this series against the Golden Knights. Faceoff will be to the right of Aiden Hill. Draisaitl into the faceoff circle with Eichel.
Eichel's done a really good job with D-zone draws in the PK.
Goes to the corner. McNabb looks through the middle and banks it off the left wing boards and down the ice.
One to go.
We're in the last minute of the first. Game still at 0s as Bouchard on the right to Draisaitl in over the Vegas line. Cross-ice pass picked off by Eichel, and Eichel's going to get it out, and he almost got it to Carlson. Instead, it hit Nugent Hopkins and went out of play. Or hit Perry and went out of play.
I was lucky that it hit Perry.
Yeah.
It had a chance for a break up the ice there. So much talent on this Oilers power play. Hasn't had quite the same groove as the prior 5 years, but has been opportunistic when they've scored on the power play this season. Think of the LA game in game number 3. Right after the challenge.
Yep. McDavid through the middle, 35 seconds to go in the period. On the left wing to Nugent Hopkins into the Vegas zone. Rims on the right. Perry in the right wing corner. Up the boards to Draisaitl, comes across the blue line. Down the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. He's top of the circle. Into the middle on the blue line to Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins to Draisaitl to Bouchard. Right wing to McDavid. McDavid to the point. 10 seconds to go in the period. For Bouchard is shot off the stick of Perry. It goes wide of the net. Puck on the left wing. Perry back to the blue line. Just a couple seconds left. Bouchard, his shot doesn't get through. Now it went to Hill and he gloved it, but the period had come to an end. And the Edmonton Oilers will have 54 seconds of power play time to start off the second period. But still at 0s after the opening 20. And like you said, low event, absolutely. A lot of great opportunities either way.
Vegas has to respect what Edmonton can do in transition and off the rush, and the Oilers have clearly emphasized that themselves. It's been part of what they're trying to do. So you have about a minute to work with here in the power play to start the second period. And Connor McDavid gutting it out after careening into the boards. It's a long-range bomber from Bouchard. Did it get through? No, it did not. It hit Braden McNabb. And then Draisaitl whacked at it. And I think it's going to count as a shot. Unless they're going to say it's going wide. Right now they got the shots at 8-5 for the Oilers.
Yeah, it was tough sledding. Trent Frederick downstairs, Cam Moon, Bob Stauffer upstairs. Trent, what do you think of that first period?
It was a little sloppy at first. It's a good checking game, but I thought we got going there towards the end.
It's do or die for those guys. They're down one of their players, so they're going to be playing with, they don't have Mark Stone. But this is really about what you guys do tonight, isn't it, Trent?
Yeah, I think every game we play, it's about us. Tonight, it's about us being disciplined. And when we get our moment to put in the back net, we will, but play good defense.
Yeah, how important is puck management in a game like this?
Yeah, it's very important. A lot of goals have been scored off the rush in this series, and that's where a lot of the offense comes from, so taking care of that.
All right, Trent, thanks very much.
Thanks, Cam. Thanks, Bob.
All right, there's Trent Frederick downstairs, the Edmonton Oilers, and the Vegas Golden Knights scoreless after the first period of this Game 5.
There's no other way to say this. It was
not much going on.
Well, this was frankly a bit like the game that was played in here earlier in the year that Vegas won 1-0.
Yeah.
The Oilers turned it on in the third period, outshot Vegas 16-8, 28-17 overall. I thought Vegas did a good job of where they put the pucks and applied pressure. And the Oilers, I don't think really were able to roll over lines and get tempo and pace going. But at the end of the day, if you're looking at this with the recognition that you're playing one of the best teams in the league, the Oilers had some chances in and around the net, and Hill came up big on those chances and got a little bit lucky. Like Klingberg made a great play, just missed the Edmonton Oilers. You know what happened? I think McDavid actually got a stick. I'm just watching it again. Went into the boards. Might have gotten a stick there.
Okay.
From old. He looked a little askew after, but the Oilers missed a couple chances in and around the net to get sticks on pucks. Couldn't quite do it. And Hill looks like locked in so far. And Vegas didn't have a lot of opportunities, so you're going to have to capitalize on the power play when you do get the chance, because there might not be a lot there tonight, Cam.
Oilers will have some power play time to start off the second period. We're scoreless after 20. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they got the intermission for you when we come back. Game 5 from T-Mobile Arena in Vegas. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Mark recording. Recording resumed.
Getting ready for the second period of play. Oilers and Vegas Golden Knights scoreless here in Game 5. And the Oilers, this is Oil Country Playoffs 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's back with life-changing jackpots. That last raffle, over $6.1 million. Tonight's jackpot, $618,000. And this one's just getting started. So get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. Edmonton with 54 seconds of power play time to start this second period.
I want to shoot a few more pucks. A little deselective on the power play. Sometimes coaches don't like the power plays that get split up over an intermission, but it doesn't give you the chance to have the entire first unit on the ice.
Power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com as it's shot down into the Oilers zone. Bouchard out from behind the net through the middle, now comes up the left wing. Off the boards to McDavid. Connor McDavid through the middle of the ice into the Vegas end. Knocked off his stick, goes to the right wing corner. They get in there with McNabb. McNabb can't clear it out. Draisaitl has it on the right wing, top of the circle. Turns towards the boards, to the blue line, to Bouchard, across to Nugent-Hopkins. Left wing to McDavid. McDavid to the blue line, to Bouchard, to Connor McDavid, to Bouchard waiting, over to Draisaitl on the right wing. Draisaitl, top of the circle. Holds on to it to Bouchard, and shot! And that one clangs off a few bodies, goes over to the left wing, and it's McDavid to the high slot. Nugent-Hopkins over to Draisaitl. His shot saved by Hill. The penalty expires. Edmonton 0 for 1 on the power play. It's behind the net. Zach Hyman over to the right wing. Cycles the puck to Draisaitl. He's along the right wing boards. Gets tied up there with McNabb. Pokes the puck over to McDavid. And Carlson able to break it up. Well, Rimmett down the ice. Should be icing. No icing waved off.
So Oilers 0 for 1 with the extra man. Waited probably at the end of the day. They got one shot on goal of that power play. Liked a little bit more than that, Cam.
Long pass off of Henrique's stick into the Vegas end. Minute and a half gone here in the second. This game still waiting for its first goal. Olofsson at his own blue line for Vegas. On the left wing to Hanifin. Will shoot it in. Puck rims on the right. On top of the circle in the Edmonton zone of Andrew Kane. Cross ice. And on the right wing. And puck played into the zone. On the right side by Brown, and comes right back out, and it's Eichel into the Edmonton end. His pass to the middle. The shot save made by Skinner off of Olofsson.
Best opportunity of the game, either team, and Skinner answered the bell there.
Nurse to center ice. Will shoot it in. Edmonton makes the change. Great save there by Stuart Skinner. Off of Olofsson. He was right in the slot. Puck through the middle, off of Eichel, it goes into the Edmonton end. Wallman in behind his net, now out. Throw it across to Klingberg, now through the middle of Frederick. He'll direct it in. He goes after it. Into the corner with Haig. Up against the boards. Hurdle will clear it out. Janmark to Wallman. To Janmark to Wallman. And breaking it up was Dorofeev to the right wing point. White Cloud shot off the stick of Frederick. That goes out of play. 2 minutes, 47 seconds gone in the second, and the game's still at zeros.
Fortress, please welcome in the house.
David's going to come out here and up. Willie O'Ree here.
Wow.
Hockey Hall of Famer.
Yep.
So they're hard matching Carlson against McDavid. Carlson's a tremendous two-way center. Generates some offense. Huge plus player. I think he's like plus 45 in his career in the playoffs, Cam.
Goes to the left wing point. Quick shot from that left point by Hanifin. Did not get it through. And McDavid to the line off of Hanifin. It's kept in. Carlson on the right to Smith, and he whistled it over the Edmonton net. Puck cleared out.
They're doing a lot of things to win a lot of puck battles, Cam.
Pietrangelo to Smith, taken to the boards. Puck goes to the corner. Barbashev had it poked away from him, and Pietrangelo in for the right wing point. He'll keep it in. On the inboards to Smith. Won't get it to Barbashev. Now it does get to Barbashev, and he has it left corner. Off the left wing boards to the blue line. Hannafin to Pietrangelo. On the right to Carlson. Carlson into the right wing corner. He might go to the net, and it's shot off the stick of McDavid. Left wing point, Hannafin to Pietrangelo. His shot, save made by Skinner. He'll hold on. Pietrangelo is looking for a redirection, never got it. Barbashev getting into it a bit here with Bouchard. 3:43 gone here in the second, still at 0.
So they've had a good couple shifts here. Oilers lost a little bit of momentum off of that power play. I think that's fair to say.
I think so.
I mean, that was a low event first period. Shots were 8-5. Maybe 1-1 for A-grade scoring opportunities, and one here for Vegas in the second.
Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Hurdle out of the face-off circle. Dorofeev will come in to take one. It's kicked back into the left wing corner. Flipped up and out by Nurse. And a bouncing puck into the neutral zone. Goes to Stetcher on the right wing. Can't get a pass through. Another chance to Podkolzin. Now to Draisaitl. He can steer it in. The puck along the boards. And Haig will flip it out. Nurse at center ice. Shoots it back in. Cross corner. Haig on the left wing. Out to center ice area. Stetcher to Nurse. Inside his own blue line to Troy Stetcher. Through the middle, off of Kapanen. Hill comes out of his net, sets it behind the net. Now he misplayed it. He lost it. It was jammed in to the side by Podkolzin, but cleared out. And it'll go all the way down the ice for icing against the Golden Knights. It's Podkolzin trying to take advantage of a misplay behind the net by the netminder, Aiden Hill. Faceoff will be to Hill's right. 4:31 gone here in the second. It's game 5. Edmonton leads the series 3-1. Henrique, Kane, and Brown out there with Wallman and Klingberg. Puck goes to Wallman, left wing point. Snaps a pass to Brown. He'll go cross ice. Klingberg in the right wing corner towards the net. And that off of Henrique. Henrique's got it on the right wing. And got checked on the play by Dorofeev. Across to Haig. Up the right side to Wall. He gets pressured by Wallman. Loose puck to Brown. Brown to the middle. The shot. Glove saved by Aiden Hill.
And that might have been the Oilers' cleanest look for a while. Good job by Wallman. He pinched on the boards, and as a right shot, Brown cuts in the middle. He didn't get all of it. Oilers didn't have a net front screen there either.
You're right. Good job by Wallman.
Yeah.
Pinches in from the left point. Created a loose puck as he hit Wall. Off to the right of Hill. Henrique taking the draw against Schwint. Henrique wins it. Puck on the left wing point. Nurse on the left side to Brown to Nurse. He'll walk to the middle. A shot. That's booted out by Hill. The right wing. Schwint can get the puck to center ice to Kolasar. Into the Edmonton zone on the right. In front of the net. The save made by Skinner from a sharp angle. Puck up near the blue line. Brown will get it out. His pass hit a skate, goes all the way down. Puck in the left side. Kane got to it first and shot it off the outside of the net.
2 tough puck touches in a row from Aiden Hill. Something to keep an eye on here.
Schwint will shoot it in. Sit behind the Edmonton net. Bouchard over to the right wing. Poked up the right wing boards. It does come out to center ice. Hyman after it. It goes to the side of the Vegas net. Pietrangelo to center to Colasar. Lost it to Bouchard. Only got it to the Vegas blue line. Eichel to the middle. Pietrangelo comes into the Edmonton zone. Goes to the right wing corner. Along the boards on the left to Eichel. Is passed to the middle of the ice. And that one just swatted away before Olofsson could get a shot. Near the top of the circle it goes. Comes up into the air. Olofsson pinching down. Runs into Nugent Hopkins.
Another battle at Vegas 1 here.
Eichel taken to the boards by McDavid. It's top of the circle. Nugent Hopkins will flip it out. Scoreless here in the second. 6.5 gone. It's game 5 of this second round series. Eichel in on the left wing. Stops on the left wing inside the Edmonton zone. Top of the circle to the blue line. Hanifin shot. And that one blocked. And the puck flipped out. Gloved down by Hanifin. Otherwise, Kapanen had a breakaway.
Tough play for Connor there. He didn't quite get the touch on the pass that he was looking.
Kulak in the left wing corner of the Edmonton zone. Up the boards to Nugent Hopkins. He can lift it the rest of the way in. Draisaitl's in on the forecheck, providing pressure in the left wing corner of the Vegas end. It's near the top of the circle. Carlson will get it to the line. Couldn't get it out. Here's Podkolzin, left wing for Draisaitl. To the blue line. The shot by Wallman doesn't get through.
Podkolzin had a chance to shoot. He didn't.
Carlson just got it out. Draisaitl's pass picked off by Smith. Riley Smith to center ice, and he'll dump it in. Wallman wheels in behind the net. The left wing to Draisaitl. Penalty coming up to the Golden Knights when they touch it. In over the line, Podkolzin to the middle of the ice. Here's the shot on the right side by Kapanen. Saved by Hill, but Edmonton's going on the power play. Interference call way in behind the play.
Wallman got knocked by.
Little gathering thereafter, but we'll get it all split up. We've played 7 minutes, 31 seconds of the second. Still at zeros, the Oilers and the Golden Knights. When we come back, Edmonton is on the power play. From the T-Mobile Arena here in Vegas, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at the all-new Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
Did you hear what happened to Rick while he was building his fence?
Yeah, he hit a natural gas line. They had to evacuate his entire neighborhood at dinner time, too. I bet he didn't make any new friends that day.
It cost him a ton to get the line repaired. I wonder why he didn't get his underground utilities marked.
Don't be that person. If you're digging on your property, request a locate for natural gas lines. It's free and can prevent serious injury or financial loss. And you won't upset the neighbors. Visit clickbeforeyoudig.com. A safety message brought to you by ATCO.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Ivan Barbashev goes off for interference. Edmonton goes on their second power play. This game's still at zeros. We played 7 minutes and 31 seconds of the second period.
Edmonton's been really good at home on the power play. You know, and they're 6-12 or 6-10 at home. That's 60%. But they're now 0 for 13 on the road. And part of it is they don't shoot enough. I mean, it comes back to the same thing. And what happens is when you're on the road and they get a kill against this vaunted Oilers power play, it's a mammoth momentum swing. Oilers got to shoot if they get some puck possession off the draw.
Puck goes to the blue line. Bouchard on the left to Nugent Hopkins. A shot, and it's blocked by Pietrangelo. Bump back to the point. Bouchard, left wing to Nugent Hopkins. To Evan Bouchard in the middle. He'll shoot it just wide of the Vegas net, and the puck comes out to the neutral zone.
Well, that was the right idea. Hyman's out there instead of Perry, by the way.
Power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com. Oilers bring the puck in on the left wing. Nugent Hopkins into the corner to McDavid. He'll get it back to the point. Bouchard lugs it to the middle. Goes across to Nugent Hopkins. Left wing corner to McDavid. In behind the net to the right. Up the right wing boards. Turns back to the corner. Gave it to Leon Draisaitl. He's in the right corner looking in front of the net. Can't get a pass through. Instead, back to the blue line to Bouchard. Right wing to Draisaitl. Draisaitl holds on. He'll shoot it. Saved by Hill. And the rebound to Carlson. He'll clear it out. Draisaitl at center ice on the right wing. 49 seconds to go in the man advantage. Just got the puck into Vegas territory. Pietrangelo in front of his net's got some room and some time, and he'll get it out and all the way down. Bouchard out from, or in behind the Edmonton net. We're 9 minutes into the second. The game's still at zeros. It's game 5 of this second round series. McDavid through center ice, gathers speed. On the right wing, in over the line to Draisaitl, left side. Nurse looking towards the net. Is shot. Glove save made by Hill. There'll be a face-off in the Vegas zone. 21 seconds to go in the power play for Edmonton. We get the second unit out there. Henry, Kane, Perry, Wallman, Klingberg.
One thing about Kane, he'll shoot it, and Wallman will shoot it right away.
Michael taking the draw for the Golden Knights, but Henrique wins it. Klingberg goes to the middle of the ice, over to the right, across to Kane, a shot! And that one's off the arm of Hill, up into the air, and Eichel will get it down the ice. You're right, didn't take Kane long to fire that on goal. Up the left wing, Henrique into the middle of the ice for Wallman. In over the Vegas line, Kane gets it across to Perry. Penalty is over, puck to the blue line. Klingberg will keep it in. Edmonton 0 for 2 on the power play. Barbashev inside his own end. Out through the middle of the ice to Eichel.
You know how this game works. The Oilers are going to get it the next penalty.
Inside the Edmonton zone. Kane able to get it out. It went off his skate. Now Henrique. Missed Kane with the pass. Coming out through the middle is Dorofeev. For Waugh, but he had his stick lifted. It goes into the Edmonton zone. Stetcher on the right wing board. Slides off the check. Goes through the middle. His pass hit Frederick. Right in the skate. Puck at center ice. Dorofeev will shoot it in. Stetcher on the inboards. On the right wing to Connor Brown. To the corner to Stetcher. He's being pressured. Puck comes loose. And it's in behind the net. Hurdle will get it back to the point for Theodore. He bounced it to the side of the goal. Waugh tried a backhand, went off the end of his stick, and Frederick will get it out. Puck in the neutral zone, and past the Hurdle on the right wing. Stood up at the Edmonton blue line by Nurse. Janmark will get the puck in on the left wing of the Vegas end. To Brown in the corner. Janmark had it come out to Frederick, and his backhand just wide. Hurdle on the right side for the Golden Knights.
Oilers need to change. They're caught up ice here, Cam.
Dorofeev will shoot it in. Gloved by Skinner. He'll set it down. 8:49 to go in the second period. Still in zeros. Here in game 5, Kulak to center ice. Shoots it in. Pietrangelo on the right. To Schwint. Bumped by Podkolzin. It's in their skates in the neutral zone. Dug out by Kapanen. To Kulak to Kapanen. To Brent Kulak. Now to Draisaitl. Off the right wing boards. Into the corner of the Vegas end. Around to Podkolzin. Went over his stick though. Kolasar will get it out.
Good work on the backtrack there from Kapanen.
Flip to the Vegas blue line. Pietrangelo. Only to the Edmonton line. That's it. It comes back to him. To Kolasar. Kolasar will shoot it in. Gloved by Skinner. And set it to Kulak. Kulak out through the middle of the ice. To Bouchard on the left wing. And was Hyman, and pass to the corner. That stepping in front of that was McNabb. Who get it up the right side and out. Helped out by Riley Smith. Nugent Hopkins will shoot it in on the backhand. It goes to the right wing corner. McNabb taken hard into the boards by Hyman. Puck along the right wing. McDavid walks to the middle. Didn't get a lot on his shot, and it's steered aside by the stick of Hill. Puck on the left wing point. Wallman keeping it in. Hits the end glass. Battling in there is Nugent Hopkins. To the right wing corner to McDavid. To the blue line. Klingberg on the right to McDavid. He'll get it in front of the net. That goes off the skate over to Nugent Hopkins. To the point. Klingberg shot over to the side, and Hyman couldn't get a stick on it. The puck cleared out. Barbashev will flip it in. Klingberg in behind the Edmonton net to Nugent Hopkins. And he'll bring it out with 6:55 to go in the second. The game's still at zeros. Nugent Hopkins shoots it in. Stick save made by Hill. Pietrangelo on the right wing to Barbashev. Now out to center ice, and Olofsson will shoot it in. Stetcher's got it in the right corner of the Edmonton zone across to Nurse. Nurse skates in front of the net. Vegas backs off a bit. Nurse will wait. Out through center to Stetcher. And that is chopped out of play, and we get the whistle with 6:21 to go here in the second period. The Edmonton Oilers and the Vegas Golden Knights still at zeros. Shot 17-8 in favor of Edmonton. We're going to take a break. Game 5 from the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Hockey season is back. And so are the deals at Boston Pizza. Cheer on your team while ordering off their game day menu, or come in and see what great promotions they have going on. At Boston Pizza, they always have something craveable for you to enjoy. Boston Pizza, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheers to a great hockey season.
Play Alberta has hundreds of casino games right at your fingertips. Join thousands discovering why Fortune Coin is one of Alberta's most popular games. Fill your reels with golden coins. Multiply your prizes up to 6 times and turn good spins into legendary ones. Land the Fortune Coin symbol to win cash. Trigger the jackpot. Launch the free spins bonus and watch as the dragon takes over your screen. New players get 100 free spins only on playalberta.ca. Claim your offer today. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we are here at the T-Mobile Arena in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home, no payments, no interest for 1 year. 6:21 to go in the second period. Still at zeros. The Oilers and the Golden Knights. Face-offs at center after that puck had gone out of play before the break. Eichel in over the Edmonton line on the left. Give it to Howden. His cross-ice pass hits a stick, and out through center is Draisaitl. Into the Vegas end of Podkolzin. He'll get it to the middle. The shot saved by Hill, and Stetcher jumped up into the play. Eichel will bring it out. Down the right wing, forced in behind the net. Can't get a pass to the middle. It goes to McNabb. Drills it on net. The save made by Skinner. Through the middle of the ice to Podkolzin. Into the Vegas end to Nurse. Nurse left wing corner. Pass goes off of Podkolzin over to the boards. Howden hit hard by Podkolzin. Puck flipped out to center. Perry in over the line to Frederick on the left wing to Perry. It goes into the left wing corner of the Vegas zone. On the left wing, Janmark. And behind the net, going to break it up was Haig. Put it off the glass and out of play. 5:19 to go here in the second. Scoreless between the Oilers and the Golden Knights. We will take a break. It's Game 5 from the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas, and this is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hey, Paul Brandt here.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Oilers up 3-1 in this second round series with the Vegas Golden Knights, but this game 5 is tied at 0. 5:19 to go in the second period.
Oilers are going to load up a line here. McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman together, coming out of back-to-back commercial breaks.
Kulak and Bouchard on the back end. Carlson taking the draw for the Golden Knights. Pietrangelo goes behind the net, didn't get to it. Draisaitl got to it first, has it on the right wing. He got tied up. Pietrangelo can't clear it through the middle. McDavid is passed to Hyman, now it's just broken up.
Got to shoot.
Carlson is center ice, he'll dump it in.
At some point, you got to put more pucks.
Carlson pass through the middle, nobody there, and through the middle, it's Hyman for Edmonton. He'll get into the Vegas zone to the right wing. Now to Bouchard across, he was looking for McDavid. Just missed him, and Barbashev comes into the Edmonton zone on the right. Throws it across, missed Smith with it. Carlson, left wing corner to Smith in behind the Oiler goal. To the right wing point, Pietrangelo waiting, shoots it towards the net. It hit Carlson. It's on the right wing boards. Carlson trying to shimmy out of that right wing corner, is passed to the middle, and that's picked off. McDavid will get to center ice for the Oilers. In over the line. Pass on the right, a little behind Draisaitl. White Cloud will get it out, up in the air and out.
It's rare. Edmonton had a chance for a late developing 3-on-2 and couldn't negotiate contact. Connors had some awesome games in the playoffs. Puck luck hasn't been there for him tonight.
Jake Wallman off the glass and out. It will not be icing. Todd Colson to the left wing corner in the Vegas zone. He takes a hit. Haig with the puck on the left wing. Dorofeyev can't clear it. Todd Colson battles in the right wing corner. Kapanen to assist. Pushes it around to the left side. Puck goes to White Cloud through the middle of the ice. On the right wing to Waugh. Waugh into the Edmonton end. Now to the left wing. The shot, the save made by Skinner. And behind the net. Waugh goes over to the right. Waugh to Dorofeyev. Dorofeyev to the blue line. The shot by McNabb. Tipped just wide. The puck on the right wing in the Edmonton zone. Vegas putting some pressure on. To the right wing point. Hurdle across the line. Theodore will walk in. Down the left wing and shot save made by Skinner. And Skinner will cover it up with 2:58 to go in the second. This game still scoreless.
I wonder if that's going to make Chris Knobloch maybe not load up that line there. A little bit different shift, and they got to the Oilers. Had a couple good looks as Klingberg got caught reaching on Dorofeyev, but Skinner equal to the task. It's the best surge for a while from Vegas. Oilers out shooting the Golden Knights 18-12. And it started back in the Vegas zone. Oilers Kapanen and Colson down low, crashing and banging, but they got cut up a little bit. Look out.
Goes to the left wing point. Hanifin drills a shot, booted out by Skinner. And the puck to center ice and down the left wing. Brown, he'll get towards the net and has to go to the right wing corner with it. Hacks it behind the goal over the stick of Kane. The left wing point, puck capped in by Stetcher. It's in the left wing corner of the Vegas zone. Kane, rim it back to the right wing point. Stetcher to Henrique to Stetcher. Off the end glass. Left side to Kane. Pokes it to the blue line. Nurse down the left wing. And it rims on the right. Goes to the middle of the ice. And Howden out through the middle. And it's Howden into the Edmonton end. Goes to the right corner. Brown on him behind the net to Olofsson. Stetcher knocked him down. Flipped out by Connor Brown.
What is he? A full-scale change here.
turning it up. White Cloud. Carlson off his stick and in. We're under 2 to go here in the second. Centering pass to Carlson off the arm of Skinner. Puck in the left wing corner. Barbashev to the point. Haig to White Cloud. His shot in front and just put wide by Barbashev. Carlson to the blue line to Barbashev on the right. He'll shoot it wide of the net. Haig from the left wing point. Let it go. Stick saved by Skinner on a sharp angle. Smith, his pass to the point. Hit his stick and it'll go down the ice.
Oilers they got to get a couple guys off the ice here. Stetcher's got to get off. He's exhausted.
I've hit somebody at the Edmonton bench. I think he did. That's why we got the whistle with 1:23 to go here in the second. The game's still scoreless. But Vegas with great pressure.
I thought they were checking too many men on the ice against Edmonton. There might be too many on Edmonton.
There is a discussion in front of the penalty box.
I think it's too many men against the Oilers. Now, were they thinking that
maybe where the face-off was?
Or what about the glass?
Because at first they said the face-off is going to be inside, and now it's outside. So I'm guessing they were discussing the location of that.
Edmonton very lucky that puck didn't ricochet home.
Carlson hit the post.
They've had 3 dominating. The Oilers are going to go back to McDavid and Draisaitl here. Perry. Okay. It's a long shift for Perry.
A couple days away from his 40th birthday. Corky Perry. Pietrangelo inside his own end. Up the right wing, off of Olofsson. Kulak back for it. With a cross to Bouchard through the middle to McDavid through center ice. McDavid to Bouchard. Now on the left wing to Draisaitl. Over the Vegas blue line. And drop the puck. McDavid into the left wing corner to Perry. Perry top of the circle. Last minute here in the second. Still scoreless. Breaking things up was Eichel. Got it out. Flipped through center. McDavid to get caught up in some skates. McDavid trying to recover it. Across to Kulak. 40 seconds to go here in the second period.
Unlucky punt fouls there from Bouchard. Going to have to navigate this. Oilers are trying to complete a change here back in their own zone.
Can do that as Bouchard has it behind the net.
Vegas isn't forechecking.
Bouchard up the right wing to Hyman off his stick. Goes to the right wing corner. Hanifin behind the goal. Pietrangelo up the right wing to Dorofeev. He'll go through the middle and hit a stick. Comes back to him. Dorofeev into the Edmonton end, left wing corner. 8 seconds to go here in the second period. Puck on the end boards inside the Edmonton zone. It's in some skates. Hurdle got it free to the line. The shot. And the period will come to an end. We're exactly where we were when we started this game. Still at zeros, and we're through 2 periods.
Well, you've only given up 13 shots against on the road through 2 periods. That's pretty good. Oilers outshot Vegas 10-8 in the second. The only difference in this game for me is that the Oilers haven't capitalized. They've had 2 power plays. They did try to shoot more. And I think Vegas had a good final 4 or 5 minutes that period. And we'll see what sort of energy the Oilers have to start the third. But there's bodies getting knocked around. It's been a physical hockey game. Go win a third period, win the series.
Exactly. That's where we sit through 40. Oilers and the Golden Knights scoreless. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they're going to have the intermission for series.
Enter English, American Samoa
the series 3 games to 1, but this one still scoreless.
First time all season the Oilers have played a game that's been scoreless through 2 periods.
That's where we are. McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Hyman to start it off in the third. Bouchard and Kulak on defense. Carlson taking the draw for the Golden Knights. Hanifin at his own blue line. Pietrangelo up the right wing to Smith. Off his stick goes to Kulak through the middle and directed in by Hyman. Pietrangelo on the end boards. Up the left wing. Flipped out to center ice. Forced back is Bouchard. Now to Kulak.
Switching up their forecheck here to start the third period, Cam. A little bit more aggressive from Vegas.
Carlson in the neutral zone. Got over center and drills it in. It goes to the end boards. Barbashev got spun around and a penalty coming up to Edmonton. And Bouchard's going to go to the box.
And there's one where Skinner and Bouchard had a miscommunication on an easy dump in. And now the Vegas power play, which in this series is 3 for 12. The Oilers, by the way, are only 1 for 11 in this series. And so Vegas has been good here at home, Cam, as you know, 3 for 7 at home.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
And Bouchard's really come on to be a good penalty killer, too. They're going to miss him.
First power play of the game for the Golden Knights. So early in the third, still scoreless. Puck on the left wing. Eichel. He'll shoot it towards the net. That hits somebody in front of the goal, and it gets into the corner. Kulak to Nurse, and Nurse wraps it around the glass and down the ice. Hill will set it in behind the net. Theodore coming out with it for Vegas. To Eichel into the Edmonton zone for Hurdle. Now on the right. Wall in front to Dorofeev. That goes off a stick. Kick back to the point by Eichel, who's lost his stick. Puck goes into the right wing corner. Dorofeev. Eichel's got his stick back. Wah with the puck in the right wing corner to the blue line for Theodore. Right side, Dorofeev to Hurdle. Now on the left to Eichel. Side of the goal, and the pass by Waugh picked off by Brown, and he'll shoot it down the ice.
David out on the PK here with Zach Hyman with some up pressure on Theodore.
A minute to go in this man advantage for the Golden Knights. Scoreless, just over a minute and a half gone in the third period. Puck goes into the corner. We're in game 5 of this second round series. Oilers leading 3-1. On the right wing, McDavid to the blue line, but it will be kept in. Carlson left wing to Eichel, left wing corner to Hurdle. Goes in behind the net to Eichel. Steps out of the left corner towards the net. A shot off a stick. Eichel gets it back and hopped over his stick. Eichel will get it to the point. Theodore to Eichel. Spinning around towards the net to Carlson to Eichel. He'll pass it. That one goes off the skate. Comes back to Eichel. To the blue line. The shot. That one hit bodies as Theodore let it go. It comes in front. A shot from the slot by Hurdle. Pad saved by Skinner. The puck along the left wing boards. Penalty just about over. And McDavid got it out to center ice. Eichel comes into the Oiler end on the left wing. He's got Carlson with him. He'll wait. He'll go to the left corner. To Carlson. He missed it. Here's Hurdle. A backhand. And a save made by Skinner. Bouchard through the middle of the ice to Kane. Now to Bouchard. Just to the blue line of the Golden Knights. Pietrangelo on the right. Give it to Eichel. He'll work to the front of the net. In front to Howden. He put it wide. What a chance there for Howden. Pietrangelo lost it at center. Draisaitl a partial break. He's in. The shot. The save made by Hill. And the net knocked off in behind Hill by Pietrangelo.
Should that not be a penalty? I mean, Pietrangelo goes careening into the goal. Vegas is very lucky that's not a penalty. There was no other player that touched him. Leon on a breakaway. And Pietrangelo in chase mode. Eichel with just a brilliant shift. 2 great setups. And Skinner fought him off. Evander Kane asking why that's not a penalty. But it isn't. What a chance both ways. Howden robbed, and then Leon on a breakaway. And it was a great stick. I mean, a great stick there from Pietrangelo, which kind of forced Leon to try to elevate the puck up and over the blocker side.
Pietrangelo ended up running his own goalie.
I know.
No, I don't think that's a penalty. He's diving back to try and break up the play.
What a shift from Eichel on the power play.
And unbelievable.
It was over 2 minutes. It was over 2 minutes.
Howden had the slam dunk at the side of the net, but it was partially deflected by Klingberg. And the Oilers survived that, but then get a breakaway from Draisaitl and the save made by Adin Hill. We're 3:09 into the third. This game's still scoreless as Pietrangelo will get it high in the air now. Kulak on the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Over to Bouchard through the middle. McDavid comes in on the left side. The shot by Hyman goes wide.
Oilers thought it was up.
But it hit the mesh.
And now we do.
It was knocked down by a high stick now, so we get a whistle. Either way. Face-off will be outside the Vegas Golden Knight blue line.
That was a real nice transition from Edmonton up the ice. But Vegas did a good job defending it. The third guy high there, Riley Smith, in defensive support.
Henry, Kane, and Brown out there. Klingberg and Wallman. Puck goes to Klingberg. To Wallman on the left. Snaps the puck in. Took a weird hop off the stanchion of the glass, and Hill was able to steer it, and the puck cleared out. Skinner on the right to Klingberg. Right up the right wing and out. On his own blue line, there's Haig. He lost it. It's brought in. Henrique on the left, in front of the net. He tried to give and go with Brown, but unable to get a shot towards the net, and it's cleared.
Well, this could be another night where you need a goal from either your third or fourth line, because the Oilers' top guys don't seem to have a lot of juice tonight.
Brown shoots it into the Vegas end. Theodore up the right wing off of Polisar, and it goes into the Oiler bench.
This is a tightly contested affair. Pizza 73 out of town scoreboard. Maple Leafs tonight beaten 6-1 on home ice in Game 5. They won the first two games of the series, blew a lead in Game 3, got outplayed in Game 4, and Florida throttled them tonight, 3-2 for Florida. Western Hockey League, Bryce Pickford out of Chauvin, Alberta, has now scored in 7 consecutive games. He's got 2 goals. Medicine Hat playing without Gavin McKenna, and Caden Lidstrom is winning 4-1 in Spokane. They won there last night 6-0, and they are up 2-1 in the series.
And the puck at center ice. Goes to Stetcher at the Edmonton blue line. To Nurse. Nurse backpedals in his own end a bit. Left wing to Perry. Out to the neutral zone. Just went off of Frederick's stick. It's shot into the Edmonton end by Schwint.
I would get a quick line change here. They got their top line out in the ice against the Oilers' fourth line.
Long pass by Nurse. Down the right wing. And broken up at the blue line.
Frederick had a stick right over his head. Look out.
Dumped in. Rimmed on the left wing. Perry spins it on the left PN mark. Got dumped down by Eichel. It's in the neutral zone. Olofsson into the Oiler end just at the blue line and jammed away from him by Perry.
That was a veteran play by Corey Perry.
Puck on the right wing at center ice. Draisaitl. To his own zone to Kulak. And Kulak through the middle. That center that hit the stick of Howden and went in on the offside.
Well, they touched it, so
that was the high stick. It was going to be one or the other, but it's a high knocked down with a high stick of the Golden Knights. So face-off in the Vegas zone. 5:39 gone here in the third. Still scoreless between the Oilers. Golden Knights Game 5.
In sports jargon, this is known as a tightly contested affair.
Yes.
Even Steven in terms of face-offs in this game. Edmonton's out shooting Vegas 20-15. The Oilers 0 for 2 on the power play. Vegas 0 for 1.
Face-off to the left of Adin Hill. Theodore goes in behind his net to the right wing. Off the right wing boards and out to center ice to Smith. Smith to Carlson. Stood up at the Edmonton blue line. Now it goes into the zone to Kulak. Cross to his partner Bouchard. Into the middle of the ice. Hit the stick of Draisaitl. It came out. Carlson will get the puck in. With the left wing point. McNabb off the boards to the left wing corner of the Oiler end. Barbashev to the blue line. Now it goes to the right corner. Trying to walk out from the corner was Smith, but didn't have a lane to the net. It gets to the middle. The shot and it's saved by Skinner off of Barbashev. Kapanen will clear it out. It'll be icing against Edmonton. But Barbashev with a good opportunity there. A nice save by Stuart Skinner.
Vegas is starting to tilt the ice here a little, Cam. David's got to come off. Draisaitl's going to have to win or draw, and the Oilers are going to have to punt it out of here and have a little bit of curling touch on it as well. Hurdle against Leon.
Gets into the corner, and it's Bouchard up in the air and out.
Get off the ice.
Hanifin, the hurdle, goes to Hanifin, and the left wing to Waugh. Pulls it off the left wing boards. Checked by Bouchard. Will get it out down the left wing to Hyman. In over the line with Draisaitl. The pass to Draisaitl. The backhand, and that's just off the pad of Hill.
Great play by Hyman. Solid stop by Aiden Hill. Leon with 2 partial breaks in this game.
Hurdle to center ice for Pietrangelo into the Oilers zone. To Hurdle, trying to go to the net. Now it goes to Pietrangelo. And a pad save made by Skinner. Klingberg up the left wing for McDavid. At center, he'll shoot it in. It's over 7 minutes gone here in the third. This game's still scoreless. Waugh along the boards, got it out past Klingberg. Wallman turns in front of the Edmonton net. Wallman into the Vegas zone. A shot and a glove save made by Hill. And Hill will hold on. We're going to take a break. 7:23 gone in the third. Scoreless between the Oilers and the Vegas Golden Knights here in Game 5. From the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas, it's Ford dealers and here at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Oilers and the Golden Knights scoreless. 7:23 gone in the third period. Cam Little on with Bob Stauffer. Oilers lead the series 3-1. Face off in the Vegas zone to the left of Aiden Hill. McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Hyman up front. Klingberg and Wallman on defense. Carlson will take the draw for the Golden Knights. They get lined up. Carlson battles to get the puck over to the right wing. And Pietrangelo up the left wing boards for Barbashev. Trying to shovel it to the middle. Goes to Barbashev on the left wing. Then he'll shoot it in. Skinner to play it to Wallman. To Nugent Hopkins pinching down. Pietrangelo to keep it in. Wallman over to Klingberg. Klingberg on the right wing. It won't get out. Barbashev kept it in. His pass across to Smith. That is broken up by Nugent Hopkins. He's out through center. To Hyman, to McDavid. Just off his shin pad. Barbashev can't clear it. Klingberg to Hyman on the left wing. Goes to the left wing corner. Forced into that corner by Hanifin. Now to Nugent Hopkins on the left side. To the blue line. Nurse over to Klingberg on the right wing point. A shot. And that one blocked in front of the net. And it's cleared out to center by Smith.
Didn't get through.
Nurse will shoot it into the Vegas zone. McNabb in behind his net. McNabb out through the middle. Floats a pass. It goes off of Podkolzin right to Kapanen. Kapanen into the Vegas end. Stops on the left wing boards. He'll shoot it towards the net. That's blockered away by Hill. Puck back to the point. Shot by Nurse. Didn't get through. It's in the high slot. And turning it through the middle is Eichel. Eichel into the Edmonton end on the right wing. A shot off the arm of Skinner. And out of play is Jack Eichel with a quick shot down the right wing.
He had some heat on that. Right now, I'd say Eichel is the best forward on the ice. He's making things happen every time when he's out there. And the Oilers just couldn't get the puck across to McDavid from Hyman. Zach made the right play, but there was a chance for a partial break in tight. Henrique out to take a D-zone draw. He's got Brown with him, on with Evander Kane against Hurdle.
He's off to the left of Stuart Skinner. 8:53 gone in the third. Scoreless here in Game 5. Puck through the middle of the ice. And it's Kane coming out, and he's down the left wing. Into the Vegas zone to the left wing corner. Goes to the end boards, taken hard to the end boards by White Cloud. Puck along that left wing. Through the middle, and Hurdle just got it out. And it goes into the Edmonton zone, hurdle to the right corner. Puck comes free. Into the slot, and the pass up into the air. Now Waugh is able to keep it in to the right wing point. White Cloud a shot, and that's blocked. Went off of Henrique. In behind the net. It's Waugh. Waugh to the middle, and fanning on it was Dorofeev. He had a great chance. Waugh on the right side to Dorofeev, right wing corner. Over to the left wing. Hurdle along the boards. The left wing point to Haig, and Brown wins a battle and gets it out.
Oilers were exhausted there. Some fresh bodies on the ice here.
Haig will flip it in. Batted out by the glove of Kulak.
Vegas has got some momentum right now, Cam. Scoreless game. They're digging in. They're desperate. Stay alive here.
Theodore to Pearson. Checked inside the Edmonton blue line by Kulak. He'll get it out. Goes into the Vegas zone. Theodore spun it up the right wing. Pearson to Colasar. Now to McNabb down the left. He'll pull it. He'll shoot it. Save made by Skinner. Off of Braden McNabb. The puck on the point. McNabb comes down the left wing. Drops it back. Theodore cross ice to Colasar. He's got it on the right point. Over to Theodore. Theodore down the left wing to the corner. In behind the goal. To the right. Theodore to the blue line to McNabb. Doesn't have a shooting lane. Waits to Theodore. Has to dump it to the right corner. Kulak up the boards to Janmark, and he got it out.
Oilers survived that. Fourth line out the ice. And Theodore was just dancing.
9 minutes to go in the third. Scoreless between the Oilers and the Golden Knights here in Game 5. The puck in the neutral zone. Carlson will whip it in. Goes around the boards inside the Edmonton end. Smith on the right wing. Smith towards the net. His shot goes wide. To the point. Hannafin's shot off a stick goes in behind the Edmonton goal. Nugent Hopkins left wing through the middle of the ice to McDavid. Will make a little move. Then lost it at center. Barbashev into his own end. Now Pietrangelo on the right wing to Barbashev. Steers it in. It's in behind the Oiler net.
Stationary breakout. The Oilers are making a change here. Good tip by Hyman.
Just got a piece of it. It goes into the Vegas zone. Edmonton can complete the change.
Let's face it, we're basically in overtime.
Pretty much.
Here.
Down the right wing, Eichel into the right wing corner of the Edmonton zone. In behind the net, Podkolzin dumps him down, takes the puck, and he gets it out. And now Kapanen putting pressure on Theodore. The puck sits center ice. Go inside the Edmonton line. Nurse along the left wing. Up in the air and out. It hits McNabb. Dumped down the ice by Draisaitl. He'll go after it in the Vegas zone. Taken hard on the end boards by White Cloud. Right wing corner. Eichel up the right side to Olofsson. Cleared it out. Kulak in behind the Edmonton net. 7:28 to go in the third. Scoreless between the Oilers and the Golden Knights.
Oilers need to complete a change here.
Kulak at the Edmonton blue line to Bouchard. He'll take it behind the net. Bouchard waits in behind the goal. Steps out on the right. Off the right wing boards. Puck gets to the center ice area. Waugh will bring it in for Hurdle to Waugh. Right corner to Dorofeev. They'll go in behind the Edmonton net. A backhand from a sharp angle save made by Skinner. And Bouchard will clear it. It will roll wide of the net. It'll be icing against Edmonton with 6:51 to go in the third period. The game scoreless.
They're going to get their top line on the ice here. Big draw for Henrique coming up back in the Oilers D zone. Edmonton hasn't had, Draisaitl's had a breakaway and a partial chance in tight. Those are the two best opportunities for the Oilers. Howden's going to take this draw here with Olofsson and Eichel on the ice with him.
It's to the right of Stuart Skinner. Goes to the right wing corner. Bouchard banks it out. Petrangelo's got to chase after Kane right on him. Tight turns it up the left wing. Off the boards to center ice for Eichel. Eichel to the middle, but McDavid will get control. Now to Nugent Hopkins. He'll come into the Vegas end. Bounce it towards the net. It goes just wide. He's after it. He'll get the puck to the left side. Comes in front, but off a stick. And Olofsson will clear it out. Klingberg over center. Shoots it right back in. Barbashev got it to center ice. Klingberg right back in with it. Pietrangelo off the right wing boards to Smith. Does get the puck out to center with 6 minutes to go here in the third. At center, it's McDavid into the Vegas end, goes to the right wing. Off the right corner boards to the left to Corey Perry. Poked it in to the left side, and it's cleared out by Barbashev. Stetcher with it inside the Edmonton line. To Wallman, to Stetcher. Stetcher up the left wing to Draisaitl. He'll shoot it in, blockered away by Hill. Draisaitl to Janmark.
Leon finished off.
Oh, a stick Barbashev, stick throw. It's inside the Vegas blue line now, jammed out to center ice. Nurse went to flip it in, put it over the glass. That's out of play. With 5:17 to go here in the third. Oilers and Golden Knights still at 0 in Game 5. We're going to be right back from the T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas. It's For Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. I'm Boone and Bob Stauffer. We're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Oilers and the Vegas Golden Knights in Game 5, scoreless with 5:17 to go in the third period. Shots are 23-19 in favor of Edmonton. Faceoffs outside the Vegas blue line. Henry, Kane, and Brown out with Stetcher and Nurse. Hurdle taking the draw. Well, Brown's got to come in and take it as Henry got tossed out of the faceoff circle. And the puck goes to Stetcher. To Nurse on the left wing. Gets to the center ice line. Shoots it in. That's going to rim on the right to Connor Brown. Behind the net to Kane. Kane to the right corner. Takes a hard hit there on the end boards. And it's cleared out. Hurdle was in there to provide the hit. And it's flipped into the Edmonton zone. Stetcher cranks it on the right. That hits something. Goes through the middle and comes out.
This line needs a change here.
The left wing, directed in. Nurse up the left wing boards to Kane. Out of Brown. He can poke it into Vegas territory. Hannafin reversing it on the left side to Pietrangelo. Center ice for Howden. Then he lost the puck to Podkolzin. Comes in across to Draisaitl. The shot. It's blocked. He gets it back. Has it on the right wing. To the blue line, Klingberg to Draisaitl, trying to spin off the check of Eichel, goes to the right corner, centering pass, comes across, Wallman's pass, that hit a stick, goes over to the right, hack to the line and out by Olofsson. It'll be not icing, it went off an Edmonton stick.
They need to realize this here.
Wallman making his way out of the Edmonton end, up the left wing, that goes off a Vegas stick into the Vegas zone, and on the right wing, Draisaitl to the point for Klingberg. Whip it across the line to Kapanen down the left wing for Kulak. Shot partially blocked. Comes to the right wing point. Klingberg off the right wing boards for Draisaitl. Cross ice pass. That gets broken up. Getting it out through center was Barbashev. Klingberg inside his own blue line, off the boards and out. 3:20 to go in the third. Scoreless between the Oilers and the Golden Knights here in Game 5. Karlsson comes into the Edmonton zone. It goes to the left wing corner. Bouchard with him up against the boards. Came loose. Nugent Hopkins behind his net finds Bouchard. Vegas makes changes. Bouchard up the right wing to Kulak, and it's center ice. He'll drift the puck in. Top of the circle, Nugent Hopkins hacks it down low. It was off of Pietrangelo. Across to the right side, Hyman threw it in behind the net. Pietrangelo will go up in the air through the middle and out, and that bounces past Bouchard into the Edmonton zone. Kulak had to go off a stick, and that goes out of play. Definitely off the stick. Crowd's looking for a penalty, but the referee right away is saying there's no question that went off the stick. 2:34 to go here in the third. Oilers and Vegas Golden Knights. They are scoreless here in Game 5 from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Enter English, American Samoa.
2:34 to go in the third. Oilers, the Vegas Golden Knights, scoreless here in Game 5. Face off in the Edmonton zone to the right of Stuart Skinner. Draisaitl taking the draw against Waugh. Drop the puck, it gets to the slot, and that shot does not get through. McNabb from the left side tried one, went off for Draisaitl. Dorofeev to Waugh. Off the boards to the right wing corner. Hurdle to the right wing corner. To Waugh, he's about the hash marks. To Dorofeev to the blue line. The shot by Theodore partially blocked. Here's Dorofeev and a great save made by Skinner. Dorofeev goes in behind the net. To the right wing. To the blue line. Theodore to Dorofeev. Left to McNabb, and it goes off the heel of his stick. Wallman around the boards trying to get it out. He can't. McNabb kept it in. Waugh along the right wing.
Bad shift here.
To the left wing point, it goes to Theodore. A shot, glove save made by Skinner. He holds on. We get a gathering in the slot area of the Edmonton zone. A minute 46 to go in the third period. We're scoreless.
That was a real good shift for Vegas. And the Oilers lost the face-off and were under a little bit of duress. Little mouth guards was on the ice. Nicola Waz. So power on power here now. Theodore, Hanifin, and Pietrangelo really stepped up on the back end tonight. McNabb and Theodore have been very good. Connor to take a draw here against. They're going to use Howden here, or are they going to use Eichel?
Face-off to the right of Stuart Skinner. Eichel in the face-off circle with Connor McDavid. Eichel wins at Hanifin, left wing point. A snapshot, it goes off of McDavid. On the right side, Hyman got it out. To Nugent Hopkins, to Hyman, into the Vegas zone. A shot off the stick of Eichel. It goes off the end glass. Nugent Hopkins came flying in there, and it's in behind the net. Up to Howden on the left wing, through the middle of Pietrangelo, come into the Edmonton zone. Will float it in behind the goal, took a weird hop. And the puck on the right wing, Pietrangelo from the angle, off of Kulak. It gets to the slot. Nugent Hopkins will get it out. Maybe a 2-on-1 for Edmonton. McDavid with Hyman. McDavid waiting. The shot save made by Hill. And now Hyman gets into it in behind the net. What a chance. A 2-on-1 with a minute 6 to go here in the third, and the game's scoreless.
Nugent Hopkins made a great play in the neutral ice to free the puck up. And away they went. Connor was, you know what? That play was, what a play by Hanifin.
Yeah.
He got enough of it, and then Hyman, I don't think there'll be any penalties there. What a chance that the Oilers have had. A 2-on-1, they've had a breakaway.
They haven't had a lot of chances, but they've had some good ones in this third period.
That's an interesting combination on the ice. Keane, Perry, and Draisaitl. I'd say you got to get puck possession off the draw here if you're Edmonton. What a chance for Connor.
1:06 to go here in the third. Oilers trying to close out this series. Golden Knights trying to stay in this series.
And McDavid totally made the right play.
Yeah, oh, he did.
Absolutely.
Puck goes right to Hill. That actually went faster to him than I thought. He kicks it out. We're in the last minute here in the third. McNabb's pass doesn't get out of the zone. Draisaitl over to Kane, has it on the right wing, a backhand wide of the net to the left wing point to Wallman. Down the boards and behind the goal. Went over the stick of Evander Kane. Through the middle, Carlson now to Smith. His pass broken up by Wallman. He will clear it out. It'll be icing. 32 seconds left here in the third period.
Well, right now, if you're Edmonton, you got to get this game to overtime. You got a D-zone draw here. Got a good Leon cannot get waved out of the circle. Kane has successfully taken some face-offs, but Draisaitl in this game is 7 and 10, and it's going to be Carlson, and he's 6 and 3.
Face off to the right of Skinner. It's in their skates, goes across to Kane. He'll go up in the air and out with it. Hanifin tracks it down in his own end to Pietrangelo, now to Eichel, into the Oilers zone, stops up. Eichel's pass for Smith, it's in behind him, it goes to the point. Pietrangelo keeping it in. It's Eichel on the right side, it's shot and it was blocked, and Kane will get it out. 5 seconds to go here in the third. Eichel will drift it towards the net, gloved by Skinner. Puck goes to the left wing corner. And this game's going to need some extra time.
Well, it's basically the entire third period has been played like it's been overtime tonight, Cam.
Yeah. Edmonton with, you think of the Draisaitl breakaway and the 2-on-1 late with McDavid and Hyman, two glorious opportunities. They're unable to score. Golden Knights had a couple of really good chances. They couldn't score.
Even game.
Even game. Absolutely.
It's 24-23 shots. The Oilers have had one more power play. Still haven't scored here.
Figured Vegas would be desperate. They have been. They've played well, but the Oilers have played well too.
Yep.
And this one will need more. So the Oilers and the Golden Knights, Game 5 will head to OT. And Bryn Griffiths and Rob Brown, they've got the intermission for you when we come back from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Recording resumed. Current time 1 hour 45 minutes 46 seconds.
So Kasperi Kapanen has gone from being a healthy scratch through the Oilers' first 9 playoff games to starting the overtime period.
Life comes at you fast.
Yep.
All right, we get set for overtime. Draisaitl against Eichel. They drop the puck. Overtime has begun, and it goes into the Edmonton zone. Wallman will take it in behind the net.
Look at how passive his forecheck is here. Vegas.
Out through the middle, Wallman. Forced to the left side, able to shoot it in. Hits the corner boards, goes to the right. And the puck given away. It went off a stick right to Kapanen. Left wing corner to Draisaitl. Comes up the left wing to the blue line for Wallman. Over to Klingberg on the right. Over to Wallman. A shot, and it's blockered away by Hill. Cleared, or tried to clear. It was Barbashev. And Theodore will get it out through the middle of the ice. Goes into the Edmonton zone. Wallman on the left wing.
Long change this period. I would not cheat shift length. I would keep her tight.
Pietrangelo on the right, just to the Edmonton blue line. Puck pulls him right back out with it. Smith across to Howden. That's offside at the Edmonton line. 1 minute, 2 seconds gone here in the first OT.
And we're going to see Henrique with Brown and Vander Kane. Nope, we're going to see McDavid, Nugent Hopkins against Carlson, who, as we should mention, is a very good two-way center.
Face off just outside the Edmonton blue line. We'll go to Hanifin, he'll drill it in. Skinner will stop it. Right wing corner to Bouchard, up the right wing to Hyman. Tangled up with Hanifin. Puck goes into the Vegas zone. Hanifin's in behind the net. Through the middle of Carlson. Now on the left. The puck got to the blue line, but it's broken up and out with it through center. McDavid into the Vegas zone down the left wing. A shot just wide. Puck on the right. Bouchard let it go. Hit side of the net. Here's McDavid in front of the net. Went through the slot and over to the right wing. And Smith to center ice for the Golden Knights. We'll dump it in. Bouchard's in behind the goal with Smith on him. It goes to Kulak up the right wing, off of Hyman down the ice. It's icing against Edmonton.
It's a tough play there, but kind of hopeful that Hyman can get a piece of it. Oilers have had 2 shots directed to the net. Now an important D-zone draw for Connor McDavid. It's going to be Hurdle going up against him here. Hurdle in the series right around 50%. McDavid's been over 50% going into this game. He's had a tough night tonight.
Face off to the right of Skinner. Bouchard, right wing corner. Up in the air and out. Bouncing puck. Gloved down by White Cloud. Got it to the Edmonton blue line. Bouchard to Janmark. Comes into the Vegas zone. To the right wing corner. Janmark to the point. The shot. That doesn't get through. Stetcher let it go.
This line has not played a lot here in the back half of this game.
It's in behind the net. Perry to the left. Back to the left wing point to Nurse. Off the boards and behind the goal. Went past Frederick. Stetcher to the right wing point for Perry towards the net, and it goes off a Hurdle to the right corner. Stetcher centering pass broken up by White Cloud, and up the right wing to center ice. Dorofiev will shoot it in. Frederick left wing corner to Nurse, cross ice, pass hit. Eichel goes up into the air, and it'll be Janmark to get the puck in to Perry. Cross ice, goes to the blue line where Kane goes down the boards.
What a read by Klingberg.
And it does come out, now brought in. Down the left wing, Wallman to the left wing corner. It goes in behind the net. To the right side to Henry, back to the point. Klingberg shot, and that just goes wide. To the left wing side. Wallman to Klingberg on the left to Brown. The shot save made by Hill. And Eichel will get it out to Olofsson. Up the right wing, will shoot it in. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Klingberg to Henrique, to center ice to Brown. Over center, shoots it in. It goes to Hill.
Oilers have had a couple looks here, but haven't been able to hit the net.
3.5 into OT. Eichel to center ice. Dumped it in. Skinner's got to play it to the right wing corner to Bouchard. Around up the right wing boards to Draisaitl. Comes into the Vegas end. Goes to the corner. Now to the end boards to Podkolzin. Back to the point. Bouchard to Kulak. Kulak with a snapshot. That was tipped just wide. Bouchard trying to keep it in. He can't. Carlson will get it out. Gave it to Smith. Smith to Carlson. Into the Edmonton zone. To Carlson, left wing corner. Taken out hard by Podkolzin. Comes around to the point. Theodore will shoot it into the glove of Skinner. Holds on. 4 minutes, 12 seconds gone here in the first overtime.
Oilers head coach Chris Knobloch. Not yet going to McDavid and Draisaitl together. They combined for the game winner and a brilliant play from Evan Bouchard and Corey Perry in game 2 here. Maybe a game that the Oilers stole. This game, either team would say they deserve.
Yeah, it's very equal. Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Goes in behind the Edmonton net. Klingberg off the boards and out. Hanifin. Made the puck. And it was Barbashev to shoot it into the Edmonton zone. Coming out with it is Nurse. Into the Vegas end. Nugent Hopkins a shot. He hits a stick, goes wide. Over to the right wing, and Barbashev through the middle. He got hit on the play by Hyman. Puck goes to the right wing. And Eichel to center ice bounces it right on net. Skinner stopped it. Swept the puck over to Nurse. On the left wing at center. Nugent Hopkins cross ice. That skips over the stick of Klingberg. So Nurse forced back. Behind the net. Klingberg. Left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Will get it out. Puck at center ice, hits a skate, goes to McDavid. He'll come in towards the net. He'll one-handed towards the goal. It comes loose in front off the stick of Hyman. Ripped towards the net by Kulak. That one hit Hill. stays out. Kulak on the left point, a snapshot. And it's deflected into the left wing corner.
Hard back.
Colasar out to center ice for Vegas. Down the left wing to Carlson. Shoots it wide of the Edmonton net. Out to center and taking a hard hit was Frederick, but he dumped it in. White Cloud will get the puck out to center ice. Frederick will shoot it back into the Vegas zone. Janmark into the corner, runs into Haig. Puck goes to Dorofiev. He'll get it out. Give it to Hurdle. Into the Edmonton end to the right wing corner. Tomas Hurdle to the left. Back to the point. Hanifin faked the shot. Comes down the left wing to the middle. Dorofiev shot blocked in the slot. And Janmark comes up the right wing. He's got Kane with him. In over the Vegas line. The pass across and went off of Hanifin and wide. Brown on the right wing. A shot. It's partially blocked. And it's in behind the Vegas net. 6:15 gone here in the first OT. The puck to center ice. Waugh into the Edmonton zone. Goes to the left wing corner. Taken out on the inboards. Henrique tries to get it free. Instead, it's Hurdle. Along the left wing to the point. Hanifin shot. That's off a stick. Goes into the corner. Wallman. Left wing to Kane to the line. Barbashev will keep it in for the Golden Knights. He'll get it all the way across. Olofsson fires it off the outside of the net. Puck goes to the blue line. Theodore. Behind the net. Wallman there for the Oilers. Will get it out.
This line just got to get off.
Theodore in his own zone to McNabb. Lost it at the Edmonton blue line.
Henrique's exhausted here.
Toss up the left wing. Colson will bring it in on the left side. He'll get it all the way across to Draisaitl to the middle. The shot saved by Hill. The rebound, they're jamming away. Scores! The Edmonton Oilers pour off the bench. They win it 1-0 in overtime and win the series 4 games to 1.
They're going to have to review this, I think. I think they're going to have to review this.
The Edmonton Oilers congratulating each other. Vegas, the Golden Knights aren't going anywhere yet.
It might be Kapanen's goal. They're going to look at it. So just hold on here, because we are at the opposite angle. It's a goal.
It's a goal.
They've ruled it a goal.
The Edmonton Oilers defeat the Vegas Golden Knights 4 games to 1. Kapanen is the goal scorer.
It's a good goal. That's it.
There it is. Wow.
Pause button. Current time 1 hours 56 minutes 20. Current pause button.
They were jamming at the side of the net, and Kasperi Kapanen put it in. And the Edmonton Oilers win this series in 5 games and go to the Western Conference Final. The 3rd time in the last 4 years. As they line up for the handshake at center ice. And it'll be Kapanen in just his 2nd game of the playoffs.
Back-to-back shutouts for Stuart Skinner.
How about that? Stuart Skinner perfect on 24 shots. And the Edmonton Oilers win this series in 5 games.
Put it to the net, Cam.
Well, that's the thing. You give yourself a chance, don't you?
Mark recording. Mark
you put it to the net.